All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is command injection. This is just essentially the same thing as the command injection in 102, except it's on Windows, which makes it pretty different in practice. So here, there's a summary of DOS commands, like make directory, echo, directory traversal, and so on. So you'll have to look up some DOS commands probably. And here is a equivalent. You had the previous one in Linux, you had a ping form where you could put in an IP address, and that had an accidental command injection. And here you got something that will do a directory of a folder. So if I give it dot, it will just do the current folder. And so here's everything in the current folder, which is C XAMPP HP docs. XAMPP is just a product that runs on Windows that creates a web server, and it runs as root. So if you want to find out who you are, here's all the files in here, which look like they've mostly been created by students trying to do things. And if I do this one, dot and who am I, you use an and instead of a semicolon to execute another command on the same line in a DOS command line, or to be more precise, a Windows command line. And so now it does that directory, and then who am I? I'm the administrator, which is why students suspect that files will get erased and everything else. In principle, you can destroy this server, and people do periodically. So I do have to restore it from backup fairly often. But anyway, now there are flags to find. So there is a folder named secret, and it contains a thing called flag.txt. And I think the secret is just right in here. Yep, there you see a directory called secret2 and a file called secret, which is a little strange. Let me see what I did here. Yes, it's not in this directory. I have to find the secret folder elsewhere. That might be why I thought it had been collaborated. It's not a subdirectory of here. So you'll have to figure out how to search for objects named secret, or at least to try looking in other directories. It's not right in the home directory. All right. But there is a folder named secret on there, and you'll have to use your DOS commands to find it. So there's a series of things to search for here, finding that one. And then there's a second flag named flag2.txt, and there's another flag, but you don't know its directory or file name, so it gets harder. And there are some hints here. The file name does contain the word flag. So anyway, that's just where you get to practice injecting Windows commands instead of DOS commands. All right.